Hi y'all, Choice here. Thank you so very much for joining me again for another session of Choice Spirit. I wanted to take a moment and talk about the significance of getting your mind back and why I harp on it so much, and I talk about it a lot. I talk about it a lot because if you don't, it's like you're sleepwalking through life. You're sleepwalking through life, and someone else is prospering, is reaping the benefits of your sleepwalking state. Okay? So I think I spoke of this in one of the other videos where I talked about how trillions and trillions of dollars are spent, and I said trillions, not billions, if you think globally, on getting control of our minds. I talk about the subconscious mind, so you know about stuff that is that gets by your brain, gets by your mind, the gates, and it seeps. It's not really seeping into your subconscious mind. It begins to what happens is when you have information in your subconscious mind that has gotten by your mind and into your subconscious mind, what happens is this is what directs and guides you and basically runs your life. Like I said before, when you are not aware or not in the moment or not conscious of what's going on around you, or when you are distracted by other things, a lot of information gets into your subconscious mind while you are distracted, and with that coming in, that begins to direct and control you, your actions, your behaviors, the things you might say, the things that you are thinking, the foods that you eat, the activities you partake in. So people use this type of money because when they can repeat something over and over and over again, it becomes a part of your belief system, and or it becomes a part of your subconscious mind, which then directs and guides you. So I'm bringing this up again so that you know, in these days and times, in these days and times, you need to know about your mind. You really need to know what and how things work. People don't use money, spend money. They invest. These people invest their money. And if they're investing their money on things that you hear, things that you see, things that have a certain frequency, movies, Hollywood is not just Hollywood. It's not about just making money at the box office. It's about getting control of your mind through symbolism, through music, through all types of things, different media information that is released. It's about getting into your subconscious space that controls your every action and your every mood and your thinking and your beliefs. This is how this is what it is about. And if you're sleepwalking through life, you're not knowing that's what it's about. You have a certain amount of energy every day. And we know this because if you wake up in the morning, you eat your breakfast, you go out, you run, you maybe do your exercise, go to work. If you have children, deal with your children. By the end of the night, you're done. You're ready, if you can get sleep, if your mind is clear enough and you can get a good night's sleep, you're done. Your energy is used. Your energy is spent. Depending on how you use your energy is whether or not you invested it or spent it. It's a difference. There's a difference in how you use your energy. So we'll talk about that in another video, but right now we're talking about getting hold of your mind. And why I harp on this, because in these days and times, many of us are sleepwalking while they're pushing information into our subconscious mind, which controls everything that we do. And we don't know that we're being controlled. It's like someone hopping on you, raping you in your sleep while you're unconscious, and you don't even know that you've been exploited. Or doing it while you're wide awake and you think you're having a good time and don't know that you're exploited. You've been exploited. This is what happens when we are not in the moment and conscious and aware of what's going into our minds, aware of how different media is used to get hold of your mind, because I talk about vibration. If they can keep you off kilter, if they can keep you in that state of fear, and keep you in a state of confusion or sickly, they got your mind. And there's nothing to be fearful about. It's just something to say, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. You can see someone coming from a mile away and you already know what they're all about. This is what protects you from that. People say woke. When you're awoke, when you're awake, when you're aware, you can see it coming from a mile away. It's like you can smell the stench. And you know what to do. Your mind can put up that thing, you're not welcome here. Your mind knows what to do. You're not welcome here. I choose what comes into this sacred space. And I'm not going to allow anyone to run me while I sleep. A lot of times we do things and we think it's by our own doing. We believe that we made the decision on our own. Perhaps someone goes to a place like McDonald's. I'm not saying, but I'm just saying. A fast food place. And they know they're supposed to be taking care of their health. Perhaps they saw images of McDonald's everywhere. All kinds of symbols, songs, commercials, everywhere. And all of a sudden you're in your car, you're driving, and you all of a sudden you're in McDonald's buying. I'm not picking on McDonald's, I'm just using it as an example. I just use it. It could be any place. But the next thing you know, that's where you are, you're buying it. Or you believe you need a specific type of phone or a specific type of sneaker or something. It's something that has just been pushed. And all of a sudden, you believe it's your own decision, and it's nothing more. It isn't anything more than someone planting that seed in your mind, in your subconscious space, and eventually you're off running to go get it. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Get your mind back, get your mind back, get your mind back. Stay on it. The exploitation has to stop. It cannot be done on your watch. It has to be done when you're sleeping. So wake up, wake up, wake up. Namaste. Much love. Choice. Thank you again for joining me for another session of Choice Spirit.